Do you feel like you don't quite fit in and can't relate to others your age? Does the world around you often seem shallow, fast-paced, and materialistic? Do you crave more meaningful connections and ponder the deeper mysteries of life? If so, your soul may be older and wiser than your biological age suggests. You may, in fact, have an old soul. The notion that souls can be reincarnated with accumulated wisdom intrigues many of us. An old soul transcends chronological age through empathy, curiosity, and a profound perspective on life. In this video, we will explore 7 telltale signs that your soul's journey began long ago and your spirit is an ancient one. By examining your differential traits and inclinations through the old soul lens, you'll gain a deeper understanding of your essence. If you've always felt you have an elderly spirit and want to further explore what this means, stay tuned. Let's uncover 7 signs that reveal the maturity and wisdom of your everlasting soul. This knowledge can help you embrace your innate spirit as you navigate life as an old soul in a new era. One major sign of an old soul is that you value meaningful connections over idle chit-chat. You crave real, deep conversations about life, relationships, dreams, and lessons learned. Casual small talk and superficial pleasantries bore and drain you. The older you get, the less patience you have for shallow conversations that don't nurture your spirit. You prefer quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. Just a few loyal friends who you can have heartfelt exchanges with are enough. Group gatherings focused on gossip, status, or other trivialities feel tedious. You make an effort to redirect conversations to more poignant matters. This doesn't always work, leaving you feeling disconnected. But you continue seeking kinder old souls who also prioritize spending time delving into each other's inner worlds. Your soul yearns to make the most of each interaction. This inclination for authentic relating, so at odds with the wider culture, reveals the depth and wisdom of your ageless soul. Another sign of an old soul is your nostalgic spirit. You feel mysteriously drawn to past eras, perhaps generations before your time. Vintage styles, decor, music, film, and books resonate with you in an inexplicable yet profound way. You may even fantasize about having lived in a different decade or century, like the Roaring Twenties or Middle Ages. When you step inside an antique shop, a wave of familiarity washes over you. You get the sense that you're reunited with objects you've known before. Photos of ancestors you've never met or certain landscapes give you a similar feeling of wistful connection. You may not understand these soul-stirring sensations, but you lean into them. You trust that your nostalgia is guiding you to uncover forgotten parts of yourself from past lives. Your old soul recognizes what once brought it joy, purpose, and meaning. So you integrate touches of the past into your present day, whether through music, clothes, or special keepsakes. This bridges the gap between your current and eternal existence. Your innate draw to all things vintage and retro stems from the longevity of your soul journey. Another sign is that even as a child, you were often noted for your maturity and wisdom beyond your years. You used to prefer talking to adults rather than kids your own age. While other children played and goofed around, you pondered deeper questions and observations. Your parents, teachers, and other caregivers recognized your thoughtful nature. They saw you as an old soul, able to grasp concepts and ideas not typical for your age. You were the child having existential crises when you should have just been focused on play. And you preferred researching, reading, and absorbing information over toys or entertainment. Your serious, responsible manner meant that adults trusted you with matters above your maturity level. They appreciated your insights when you spoke up. You understood their problems and offered perspectives from unexpected depths of empathy and understanding. Your pensive nature made some youthful joys feel frivolous to you, even as a kid. Your interest lay in examining life rather than trivial frivolities. In retrospect, this sober and inquisitive inner spirit was a clear sign of your soul's accumulated wisdom from the start. An additional sign of an old soul is that you rely heavily on your intuition to make decisions and navigate life. You don't simply accept rational explanations or proven data at face value. You recognize that while logical reasoning has its place, it doesn't provide the whole picture. There are subtler realms of understanding that require opening your mind and following your gut instinct. When your rational mind is perplexed about which path to take, you tune inward to your soul's wisdom. You trust your heart to sense the truth beneath the surface. Making choices just because they seem smart on paper doesn't feel aligned to you. You honor the intelligence of your body and energy over following formulas. This intuitive approach enables you to read people's true intentions upon meeting them. You can walk into a room and immediately grasp its emotional climate. Your spirit picks up on the seen and unseen. When life presents crossroads, you pause, meditate, and wait for inner certainty before proceeding. Your intuition is your closest confidant. Through experience, you've learned how relying on this inner compass has steered your old soul correctly again and again. Another hallmark of an old soul is your deep examination of life's biggest questions. Even as a youngster, you felt haunted by contemplating your purpose. The meaning of life and reason for your existence weighed heavily on your mind. You also ponder humanity's flaws, how cruel, destructive, and apathetic people can be. It frustrates you that so many souls cause needless suffering. But you balance this by meditating on all the goodness in people and the world. These philosophical ruminations occupy your mind daily. You feel most alive when probing these spiritual matters. You seek out books, art, and music that provoke existential questions without definite answers. Unlike those who avoid these subjects, you lean into the discomfort of the unknown. Your soul finds momentum grappling with mysteries a logical mind can never solve. Although this Penrose triangle of wondering creates anxiety, it also makes you feel joyfully alive. Your old soul chose this lifetime to dive deeper into spirituality and purpose. So you honor that contract by diving headfirst into the eternal quest for meaning. Another sign of an old soul is that solitude restores you, instead of draining your energy. You are comfortable spending ample time alone with your thoughts. While others go crazy needing constant stimulation and company, you crave space for introspection. You understand that your inner world is as expansive as any outward experience. Stilling your mind allows you to journey inward to commune with your soul's wisdom. Silence speaks to you while chaos and crowds numb your senses. After busy days, you unwind by cocooning at home with a good book or album. You enter a state of creative flow and restore your spirit. Being alone with yourself feels nourishing. You don't fear solitude like a lost child because you trust your inner voice for guidance. Your soul already knows itself well through lifetimes of introspection. So spending time in contemplation comes naturally rather than causing discomfort or emptiness. Your old soul doesn't require external noise. It knows truth resonates in the silence within. A final sign of an old soul is your ability to see the bigger picture and how everything is interconnected. You recognize that every person, action, and choice impacts the collective in some way. When friends confide problems, you point out the deeper patterns rather than just addressing the surface issue. During conflicts, you see all sides clearly and mediate with wisdom. Small details that seem trivial to others contain clues that reveal the larger tapestry to you. Your vision isn't confined to the physical plane, but also grasps the weaving of seen and unseen worlds. You may not be able to explain how you know things are linked, but your old soul feels this innate understanding in its bones. Whenever faced with a dilemma, you pause and tune into how it fits into the greater matrix. You strive to live by your values because you know they ripple outward. Choices based on anger or fear never sit right with you. Your soul remembers from past lives how unity, not division, helps humanity progress. This mindset of honoring all as one inspires you to keep growing. If many of these 7 signs I've shared resonate with you on a deep level, then your soul likely carries wisdom from past lives. You have an old spirit in a fresh body. Rather than seeing this as a burden, embrace it as a gift. Your depth of perspective allows you to appreciate simple joys that others overlook. Life's mysteries inspire rather than terrify you. Your strong intuition and connection to the past serve to guide you forward purposefully. Trust that your old soul chose to reincarnate in this era for a reason. Share your empathy, insight, and vision to help light the way for others. Although you may feel out of place in youth-obsessed modern culture, remember that your soul doesn't belong to any one time or place. Your journey of many lifetimes grants you unique gifts to share generously in this one. Allow your eternal spirit to infuse your present moments with meaning. There's no need to search the past or future for fulfillment. It resides within your ancient soul. With mindfulness and compassion for self and others, an old soul sees life as a classroom. Learn the lessons, then let them go to be here now. Appreciate your sacred individuality while staying committed to our collective growth. I hope these reflections on old souls have provided clarity, validation, and inspiration for you. Trust in the wisdom of your soul as you walk your path. You have so much to offer the world.